Welcome to the another journey of Soul Talk Tarot. I'm Korean Tarot Master Hoidu Jeong. Lately, dear souls, we cannot know what will happen tomorrow. If we could at least get a rough idea, we could prepare for it. So, I prepared today's topic. The topic of this video is, what will happen to me soon? If you have any plans in the near future, please think about them. If you can't think of anything, then please create a peaceful state of mind. I'll give you a moment. Alright, I will project the wave energy from you onto the tarot cards and draw a card with sincerity. We will use these cards today. You just need to choose one out of 5. In this video, please select only one card. After your selection, I will reveal the randomly assigned number. Take your time, please. Are you done? The numbers are 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. If you click on the timeline in the pinned comment, you can immediately watch the video corresponding to the number you have chosen. Welcome, number 1 souls. Let's start with your story. This first card will show your current situation. Then the second card will represent what's coming soon. The third card will show the influence it will have on you. And I'll draw one advice card for you. The first card is the Two of Cups. For now, your current situation seems to be good. Or if it was a bad situation before, you are in the process of balancing it out to become better. You can see it as two people exchanging cups, and they are perfectly balanced. So this is a balance card, and when people exchange like this, it means they are communicating. And they find a middle ground, as you can see. So your current situation can be seen as on an upward trend, not necessarily extraordinary, but rather quite favorable and decent. And if you've been going through a tough time, now it's returning to a more average and ordinary state. Well, you can see that at this point, there's no negativity in any situation, and there are no sudden variables. It's a smooth and stable situation, as it appears. Now, let's take a look at what's coming soon. With this relatively stable situation, it seems like there might be a hangman moment where you'll feel the need to take action. Whether it's meeting someone or pursuing a particular goal, it appears that you'll be faced with a situation where you'll have strong conviction and decide to go all in. So this card says that when you make a decision, whether it's related to work or a person, it could lead to something that you'll stick with for a long time. It might be challenging to see it positively in situations where you're giving your all and putting your heart into something, as it can be somewhat unstable. However, having established a balance, equilibrium, focusing and going all in on one thing from this stable position can be seen as a positive development in the overall flow. So the main theme for today was about what's coming soon, right? In summary, it can be said that you'll either focus on one thing or meet one person. That's what these cards are talking about. The third card represents the influence it will have on you, and it appears to be related to work. As you can see, the hand is holding onto a tree, which typically symbolizes work. So this card could signify various possibilities, such as finding new employment, starting a new business venture, or establishing new business partnerships. It appears that you'll have a strong sense of ownership and determination in pursuing some kind of new endeavor related to work or business. By doing this, you may gain confidence that you can achieve significant results in the long or short term, providing you with a sense of assurance. So, if an Ace of Wands came up, it suggests that the period for these developments may not be too far off. In Tarot, when it doesn't seem too far off, it could mean within 3 months, or even within 6 months at the most. That's how I would put it. Okay, let's move on to the advice cards. Again, the 12th Hangman card. Here, we have the Hangman card too. When the Hangman card appears multiple times, it holds significant meaning. In this version, the Hangman card advises that you need to wake up from what you've been thinking and imagining in your mind and start manifesting it in reality. And if you look at the shape of his legs, it resembles the number 4. The number 4 often signifies completion. So if you've been putting in long-term effort and hard work into something, it's time to stop just thinking and planning it in your mind. Rather, you need to complete it and show it to the world. Now, what you should be thinking about is how to apply it in reality and make it your own. So in practical terms, you may find that in the near future, you'll either make money, get a promotion, or find a new job opportunity. These visible opportunities might be right in front of you. However, you shouldn't think, I'll prepare a little more, or I need to think about it more. Instead, you should start right away and make it your own. Focus on practical aspects and take action. So, what's practical in this context is money when it comes to work. While pursuing your dreams and ideals is important, this card advises you to consider whether it will financially benefit you and what would be more advantageous. It suggests that you should place some importance on evaluating the financial aspects of your choices. Then, let me show you the soul message card. Awaken. Open your eyes to a new world. Enlightenment is coming. There will be new opportunities for you, really, but it's advising you to open your eyes. This means to see the world clearly. So, you need to open your eyes to what's in your current reality and what you possess. You shouldn't keep your eyes closed just like the hangman here. Now it's time to open your eyes and see the world. It's as if you'll have an awakening where you realize, oh, I can do this. So, it would be great if you can face reality and have a clear and objective view of your situation. That's it for the story for those who chose one. If this story has brought some healing to your soul, please subscribe and like. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Thank you. Dear souls, the universe never torments people without reason. If you are enduring enough pain just only not to die, means that the universe is drawing a big picture to make great use of you. Everything in the world has a deadline, and when the time comes, all purposes will be fulfilled. Dear souls, fate will lead you to a great destiny. For those who chose to Let's begin by taking a look at your current situation with the first card. Then the second card will represent what's coming soon. The third card will show the influence this event will have on you. And finally, I'll draw one advice card for you. The first card, representing your current situation, is the Ten of Wands. Your current situation seems to be challenging, particularly in a physical sense. In Tarot, the number 10 in minor arcana cards represents the final number that can be expressed with both hands. So having 10 wands signifies that the situation is quite burdensome and physically demanding. And there seems to be a heavy sense of responsibility. As you can see, the person in the card is holding on to 10 wands, and it seems that they absolutely cannot let go of any of them. This reflects the current situation, where, in order not to let anything slip, it's likely that you're physically tired, exhausted, and facing difficulties. Therefore, you are doing your absolute best. The appearance of this card suggests that you need to pay attention to your physical stamina and health. It's not just about having poor health, but also about having a lot of work or responsibilities that might be overwhelming. Therefore, you need some adjustments in your schedule. For the upcoming event, we have the Seven of Cups card. Look at this. There are 7 golden cups above the clouds, and it's about deciding which one to take. So it appears that you might be developing new expectations and excitement related to something different from what you've been holding on. In other words, you've been clinging to something from the past, even to the point of obsession, but now you're moving towards something new. You might encounter new connections and experience excitement and new expectations as a result of this change. Actually, this 10 of Wands and 7 of Cups have opposite energies. This means that if you've been feeling a bit tired from what you've been doing previously and the responsibilities you need to take on, while the 7 of Cups suggests that you might be getting into something new, which can make your heart flutter a bit. So what should you do? Well, you're one person, and you're already carrying 10 wands. If you want to also pick up one of the 7 cups, it's impossible. You'll have to put one of them down. We will look at the advice card later, but considering the 2 cards you've already seen, if new opportunities or new connections come your way, it's advisable to provide advice on the need to organize or clear out the existing aspects. To allow new energy to enter, you should understand that there might be a need to tidy up the existing energy. For the impact of new experiences, relationships on you, the 7 of Pentacles card has appeared. Both of these cards are number 7. This means that you're contemplating what you should harvest or gain from these new endeavors. Contemplating means having several choices you can make to some extent, which is advantageous. However, the downside is that you may lack a clear conviction when choosing one, because you might be holding onto your existing commitments too tightly, which could leave you with insufficient energy or resources to embrace something new. I suggest to you that it's essential to let go of what no longer serves you and create space for something new in your life. That feeling could be related to your emotions, practical matters, or even relationships. By doing so, you'll be in a better position to seize opportunities that come your way. Now, I'll check the advice card for you. The Prince of Cups card shows a prince looking into the water and seeing his own reflection. This symbolizes the need to reflect on your true feelings and desires. It encourages you to ask yourself what you truly want and what you genuinely dislike. Be honest with yourself and use your innermost feelings as a guide when making choices. Next, the Prince of Cups signifying a young age and a fresh start because it's prince. So, it represents new energy, and the cup symbolizes human relationships. Therefore, through new connections and relationships, you may find opportunities and positive developments in the near future. The most important thing is looking at your reflection in the water. So it means identifying exactly what among these ones I truly dislike, but have been holding onto out of necessity, and letting go of that to grasp something new. This can be seen as what will soon happen for you, soul. Then let me show you the soul message card. Expect. Expect positively. Expect wholeheartedly, and let your imagination run wild. Things beyond your imagination will unfold. This tells you to expect and to imagine, then that things will unfold. This has a similar energy form you cards. As you can see, imagine various things above the clouds and get excited, and things like that will unfold even more. So, soul, ask yourself what you want to do and what you want, and when you decide on that, you should go towards it. For those of you who chose to, that's the end of your story. If this story has healed your soul, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Dear souls, the universe never torments people without reason. If you are enduring enough pain just only not to die, means that the universe is drawing a big picture to make great use of you. Everything in the world has a deadline, and when the time comes, all purposes will be fulfilled. Dear souls, fate will lead you to a great destiny. For those who chose 3, let's begin by taking a look at your current situation with the first card. Then the second card will represent what's coming soon. The third card will show the influence this event will have on you. And finally, I'll draw one advice card for you. The first card represents your current situation. And it's the 8 of Pentacles. With this card, it seems that there haven't been significant changes in your daily life. You can see the artisan in the card continuously working on the pentacle in the same place. Financially, it's been steady, similar to last year and this year. Also, your relationships with others, including family, haven't seen major changes. Instead, what will be the cons of this card? It can be boring. There is no progress. It can be frustrating. These can be the drawbacks of this card. The pros are that it's stable, consistent, and predictable. So, depending on your personality and situation, this can be interpreted a little differently. As I mentioned, there are 2 aspects to consider: pros and cons. To clarify, some of you might perceive it as steady and stable, while others might feel that their current situation is frustrating, boring, and desire something new or more energetic. It's possible to have these different feelings. However, when a card like the 8 of Pentacles comes up, it's unlikely to indicate a negative or crisis situation. Let's take a look at what might happen soon for you. The Page of Pentacles, indicating a somewhat steady situation. So, if you are good with your current state, it's likely to continue steadily. However, if you think like I want something new, or I wish to earn more money, then this card suggests that you can achieve some additional gains, but there might be limits to how much more you can earn. But the good news is that it won't decline compared to your current state. As you can see, the page is holding the coins firmly with both hands. This means that you can maintain what you already have, and there could be some room for improvement. But it's important to note that the page is the lowest rank among the page, knight, queen, and king, indicating that if you're aiming for significantly higher profits or a major breakthrough, it might not happen in the near future. Instead, the upcoming events suggest more of a steady maintenance. But don't be too disappointed. since this is something that will happen soon. So how will this situation impact you? Whoa, a powerful card has appeared. The Emperor card. Instead of just preparing for the immediate future, this situation can serve as a stepping stone for a bigger picture. For the next 3 to 6 months, you should aim to maintain your current level of stability and financial status. The cards are heavily focused on finances, pentacles, so I would advise you to consider financial matters more than matters related to relationships or love at this time. You should think you are maintaining current stability for the next 3 to 4 months or preparing for something. After around 6 months, it seems that you may make significant gains, such as starting a new venture, making a career move to a better place, or even opening your own business. The transition from the Page to the Emperor represents a substantial leap, almost like going from the first floor to the top floor. So in order to achieve that, you'll need to prepare for about 6 months before you can truly begin something significant. Prior to that, focus on steady preparation and building a solid foundation. Now, I'll check the advice card for you. The 8th Sword card. The keyword and advice that came up here are related to your mental well-being. When you look at this sword, it represents the mind and thoughts. Moreover, the number 8 also symbolizes infinity. As you can see, it is depicted as a Mobius strip, representing infinity. And the number 8 can be divided by 2 is 4, and if you divide it is 2, and so on. It's a number that can be evenly divided in various situations, so it signifies balance that doesn't easily get disrupted. Therefore, the advice from this card is that for the next 3 to 4 months, or even up to 6 months, it would be great if you can focus on maintaining your mental and emotional well-being and keep your mindset stable. I'll take one last look at the Soul Message card. The collaboration card came up. Collaborate. Don't try to do everything alone. Work with good people. It seems like you have a noble fortune. So if you have people around you to collaborate with and people who can help you, it would be good to work with them. This Soul Message card is suggesting cooperation and also hints at the possibility of noble fortune. So that's it for the story of those who chose 3. If you found solace in this story, please subscribe and like. Please also turn on notifications. Dear souls, the universe never torments people without reason. If you are enduring enough pain just only not to die, means that the universe is drawing a big picture to make great use of you. Everything in the world has a deadline, and when the time comes, all purposes will be fulfilled. Dear souls, fate will lead you to a great destiny. For those of you who chose 4, I'll first take a look at your current situation. Then the second card will represent something that will happen soon. And the third card will show the impact it will have on you. Finally, I'll draw an advice card for you. Your current situation is represented by the 5 of Pentacles card. I can say that your current situation may not be particularly positive. It could be financial difficulties, or it could be challenges in your personal relationships or love life. So this card suggests that your current emotional state may not be particularly joyful, happy. It could be due to financial reasons or challenges in relationships, or perhaps difficulties and struggles you have to endure in a certain work or life situation. So when the 5 of Pentacles appears, It suggests that your current state of affairs should not remain stagnant. It's a situation that should now start improving, moving upwards, and getting better. Then, this card, what will happen to you, is important. The Temperance card came up, for what is about to happen soon suggests that you'll be striving to find a balance. If your current situation is in the negative, you can interpret this as moving towards the positive. If you look at the card, it shows two cups being poured back and forth, with one foot in water, emotions, and the other on land, reason. This indicates that you are finding a balance between your emotions and reason, aligning them harmoniously. Furthermore, regarding what might happen soon, there could be a significant change or movement. When you see a card depicting movement from one side to another, it often suggests that when you are going through challenging emotional or financial situations, making a change or moving can lead to improvement. This could be a physical move, like relocating to a new place, changing jobs, ending a relationship, or even meeting someone new. It represents a shift in emotions or a change in your life circumstances. This movement can indeed vary depending on your specific circumstances. Regardless, it suggests that there is a potential for a change or movement that can help you move beyond your current challenging situation. The impact that this movement will have on you is represented by the King of Cups card. This card is associated with emotions and sensitivity. Since the cup is emotion, and it's a king card, with the King of Cups, you'll experience more emotional abundance, tranquility, and joy as a result of this movement or change. In a way, you can see the King of Cups card as the opposite of the Five of Pentacles card. So, regarding the upcoming movement or change that I mentioned, it's strongly advised to go ahead with it. By doing so, you will likely experience emotional and mental richness, and naturally, this emotional abundance can lead to greater financial stability and an improved overall situation in your life. Now, let's take a look at the advice card. The Four of Swords card. In the context of the Four of Swords, it suggests that there should be balance and harmony among four aspects of yourself: physical body, mental state, emotions, and soul. It's essential to maintain equilibrium among these aspects of yourself for your overall well-being and success. If you observe the card closely, you'll notice that one sword is pointing towards the sky, and one is pointing towards the ground. Same thing going on, it's a continuous cycle, and therefore, you should consider if you're leaning too heavily in one direction at the moment. For example, if work is going well but you're experiencing a lot of mental stress, perhaps it's necessary to reduce your workload and actively work on reducing stress to find that balance. So, as you might be considering a move or a transition to a better place soon, first, before that, you should assess where you might be leaning too heavily and facing difficulties in your current situation. Let me mention the four areas again: your physical body, your mind, which signifies stress or mental aspects, your heart, emotional well-being, and your soul or spirit. Take a moment to reflect on which of these areas might be challenging or lacking in your current situation. Fill that void, and in doing so, strive to find balance. So I'll draw the soul message card for you. It's the Prepare card. Get ready. Don't rush, just prepare. Your time is coming. If you've been maintaining balance and preparing well, you'll naturally move into a better place and experience the transformation you've been waiting for. As I mentioned earlier, maintaining that balance is crucial. That way, you'll naturally enter a soulful period. So that's it for the story of those who chose 4. If you found healing in this story, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Thank you. Dear souls, the universe never torments people without reason. If you are enduring enough pain just only not to die, means that the universe is drawing a big picture to make great use of you. Everything in the world has a deadline, and when the time comes, all purposes will be fulfilled. Dear souls, fate will lead you to a great destiny. For those who chose 5, let's begin by taking a look at your current situation with the first card. Then, the second card will represent what's coming soon. The third card will show the influence this event will have on you. And finally, I'll draw one advice card for you. The current situation for Soul is represented by the second card, the High Priestess. This card suggests that you are currently facing a dilemma or decision-making process. It's as if you're trying to choose between two options, and the black and white symbolizes this. You might be contemplating whether to continue with something you've been doing for a long time or to make a fresh start by moving in a new direction. It indicates that you are currently in a state of introspection and contemplation, trying to determine which path to take. So, you're contemplating whether you should continue with something you've been doing for a long time or if you should make a move and choose something new. Additionally, you seem to be facing a situation where you're stuck in either an old relationship or a job and you're having trouble breaking free from it, leading to another source of your worries. Or thirdly, you have something you've truly wanted to pursue for a long time, and now you're considering giving it a try. It will interpret this much further after the third card. You have the Ace of Cups card, indicating something new. Ace represents a fresh start, and cups symbolize relationships, emotions, and love. For you, this could mean new relationships or opportunities, especially if you're single. It suggests the arrival of new connections and possibilities. With the Ace of Cups card, it seems like you may soon receive a favorable offer or encounter a meaningful connection. To make the most of this, you might need to tidy up or finish some long-standing commitments to create space for these new opportunities. For example, you've been working at your current job for 10 years, and you've recently received a job offer from a new company. You can't work at two places simultaneously, so the dilemma is whether to wrap up your current commitments or continue with your current job. Furthermore, in the context of your romantic life, you've been dating someone for a while, but you're starting to feel that you may not be a true match. However, a new person has entered your life, and you're developing feelings and a strong attraction towards them. This raises the question of whether you should end things with the person you've been with for a long time or decline the possibility of a new relationship, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, do you have a general understanding of the flow of energy? Because that will soon happen to you. Since it's a general reading, it can be applied slightly differently depending on your situation. So let's take a look at the impact it will have on you. The Four of Cups card has appeared, indicating that you'll receive a good offer. However, you may not be able to accept it or even realize it. Look, even though one golden cup is present and another one is being offered, this person currently has no interest. It signifies a certain familiarity with what you already have and some attachment. As a result, you might completely disregard anything new. So how should you proceed? After watching this video, you'll realize new connections and new opportunities. It's essential to be mindful of these thoughts. To avoid becoming overly attached to the existing, it would be beneficial for you to actively seek out opportunities to explore new places or meet new people. So I'll take a look at the advice card.
네,
The Devil card has appeared. What does the Devil card signify? It suggests that you need to consider whether what you genuinely like and desire is indeed the right path. You should contemplate if external influences or other forces might be obscuring your true desires. There will be new proposals and new connections coming your way. But looking at the cards, this person isn't showing interest, and this person's head is down. This means that there may be some presence behind the scenes influencing the situation. This could either be your own attachment or a certain inertia that's preventing you from embracing the new. So, like this advice card, it suggests that in order to pursue what you truly desire, you might need to let go of something significant, even if it's something you consider essential. If you have a clear goal or desire, it's important to move towards it. It's possible that you may need to ignore the influence of this hidden devil behind the scenes and continue on your path. In fact, the devil is just sitting here, and the chains here are loosely attached, so you just need to break free. It's just your fixed mindset and belief that there's a devil behind you that's keeping you stuck. In reality, this devil isn't doing anything. You can simply break free and move forward. So, I mentioned that there are good connections or opportunities that will soon arise for you. If you're aware of this, you'll likely be able to seize those opportunities without hesitation, and if needed, let go of the old to make way for the new. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'll take a look at the soul message card. The pray card has appeared. Pray. Try praying earnestly for your wishes. Heaven is extending a helping hand. I believe that heaven will indeed extend its helping hand. What's most important is not just praying earnestly, but what you're wishing for. What it means is that you should ask yourself once again what you truly desire, and then think about it concretely. To pray earnestly means to visualize it in your mind. You keep picturing what you truly want in your heart. By doing so, you naturally receive a helping hand from heaven in that direction. This card suggests not only praying, but also implies that you should ask yourself what you truly desire before you pray. So for those of you who have chosen 5, this is where the story ends. If this story has brought healing to your soul, please subscribe and like. Please also turn on notifications. Thank you. Dear souls, the universe never torments people without reason. If you are enduring enough pain just only not to die, means that the universe is drawing a big picture to make great use of you. Everything in the world has a deadline, and when the time comes, all purposes will be fulfilled. Dear souls, fate will lead you to a great destiny.